What's up? This your boy Poker Face from the IE, also known as Versace Chris. And I know you've witnessed by now, the Canelo Crawford fight. I have several videos, a video that I previewed the fight and told you exactly what would happen as far as what Crawford would do, what he brings to the table, and what Canelo won't do, what he doesn't bring to the table. Okay, I lost a couple of subscribers because of it, because there's some diehard Canelo fans that they don't care if you tell them water is wet and the sky is blue. If it's not Canelo is going to win, they're gonna jump ship. Okay, so, but what this is about, if you were to take Mayweather, let's GOAT talk right now. Let's GOAT talk. If you're going to take Mayweather, let's rewind the clock 15 years. Let's take him back. Let's take him back to prime Mayweather. Let's say like 25. Or right when he turned into money Mayweather. That's when he really took off as far as, getting paid and getting big fights and, fighting a lot of known champions, okay? Now, we can't take anything away from Floyd Mayweather. I like Floyd Mayweather's style. It is very chess game-ish. It's not a brawler style. It's not like I'm going to go in there and we're going to have a war, okay? His style is not very exciting, but if you are a boxer or a boxing fan, you understand his skill set and the way that he fights is boxing to 100% T. You want to hit and not be hit. That is boxing, okay? You guys want wars, blood sport, melee and chaos in the ring. That's not Floyd Mayweather's style, and that's why he was so good. He's too busy making you pay without paying. That's his style. Make you pay without paying. Outpoint you. Is he going to knock you out? Not likely. Not likely. But he's going to have great footwork, great movement, great defense, counterpunch you to hell, use the jab, work off the jab. Classic Marcus of Queensberry. Then you have Crawford. Crawford is a left-handed fighter, but he is not a left-handed person. So every jab that you're hit with is going to feel like a right hand. Every hook that you're hit with is going to feel like a right hand. And the way he puts that left hand across that chest, that's going to feel like a right hand. So he has power in both hands, and that's why I knew that he'd be able to take that power from the smaller weights and take it up to fight Canelo. Canelo knows that Crawford has power. If he didn't know before, he definitely knows now. So, with that being said, who would win? Crawford, Mayweather. Crawford, I believe, is at his prime right now at 37 years old. I think Crawford 10 years ago is a different fighter. He's not the fighter that we saw. Good fighter, undefeated fighter, can figure out a way to make it happen, but he's not that guy we saw the other night. He's not that guy that we saw with Errol Spence. So if you take Crawford right now today, and with Mayweather being 48 years old, okay, let's take him back to when he turns into Money May. And I was that 2010, maybe something like that. What was that, 15 years ago? And let's take those two fighters at the same weight. I think on Floyd Mayweather's best day, on his best day, he could not beat Crawford today. And this is why I made the video. I didn't make the video to tell you something you already knew, because you probably already know that. A lot of you, if you're really, if you're not just a Mayweather fan, I'm a boxing fan. So when I see a fighter, even though I like that fighter, and I see the other fighter, and I know that other fighter can whip him, it doesn't matter if I like this fighter or not, I'm going to tell you exactly what's going on. And that's probably why a lot of you tune into the channel. But this is what I'm saying. I made the Layla Ali, Clarissa Shields video. And ever since I made that video, you haven't heard any more talk of that craziness. There's no way that Layla Ali is going to beat Clarissa Shields. Layla Ali on her best day could not beat Clarissa Shields now. And I'm saying the same thing about Floyd Mayweather. In fact, Floyd, this is to you. Been watching you a long time. Was very close to being on your Olympic team. Let me tell you something. Oh, and you got robbed in that Olympics, mind you. I'm going to tell you this. Talk your talk. Talk your shit. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Talk your talk. Put your foot in the water. But do not for any reason, any circumstance, sign up to fight Crawford. If you want to be the 51-0, 50-0, keep fighting UFC fighters with no hands. Keep fighting exhibitions. Keep fighting the Paul brothers. Nothing wrong with that. Get your money. You've already put your work in. If right now at 48, but hey, I know some very in shape 48-year-olds that you do not want to put the gloves on with. I get that. But this guy, let me just say it this way. This guy, Terrence Crawford, I don't know why they call him Bud. I don't call him Bud. I call him Terrence Crawford, is the fighter that everyone always wished you were. Sits down, trades punches, knocks people out, has a different style. I'm not saying I love your style. Has a different style. He has great movement as well. He has great a skill set. But he sits in there and he fights. He chases. He'll go get you. He'll stop your game plan and exercise his own. Floyd, don't do it. Walk into the sunset. And then at least people can, in their mind and in their hearts of hearts, saying, yeah, Floyd beat his ass. Floyd beat him. You know, at least in their fantasy, they can say that you could beat this man. I will have to say, and I grew up in the Roy Jones era. I grew up in the Mike Tyson era. And I have to say, Crawford may be the most complete fighter I've ever seen. And Roy Jones, prime Roy Jones, when he beat Ruiz, when he went all the way up and beat Ruiz for the heavyweight champ, that Roy Jones was my GOAT of all time. That was my GOAT. Crawford, I got to say, is probably my favorite fighter of all time so far. And I think he's the GOAT. Mayweather, you can say you're the GOAT. People can say they're the king. King Von, King this, King that. People that call themselves the king usually aren't the king. It's when somebody else call you the king. And let me tell you something. Crawford's the king. So talk your talk. Make you some money with your mouthpiece. But don't go in there with a mouthpiece and some gloves and think you're going to beat Crawford. It's not happening. All right? Love you, Mayweather. Do your thing, man. Crawford, you that dude.